All right, what's up, family? We got a good relationship one on this one. This one here. We're going to title this one, Stop Trying to Talk Over Me. Now, this deals with family. This deals with relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance. This deals with so-called friends.
Yeah.
And definitely in the workplace with your management, co-workers, your supervisors. You know, how many times you have an altercation come up and you trying to have a conversation, someone want to try to talk over you, or they want to try to talk louder than you, right? And you like, yo, man, could I finish? Could you let me finish what I'm saying, man? You trying to talk over me, man.
Oh, like what I do? What I do best? Well, at least I'm admitting it. Because the thing is that I'm looking at it like, well, I want to get the point, or I'm hearing you, but you just can't stop talking.
Really?
So now I got to cut you off.
Yeah, cut me off.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel as if I want my point across.
Okay.
But at the same time, also, it's so many.
But how about when you be rambling, and you say you make your point? I'm like, you said that already.
But you sound like I'm rambling, but it's not rambling. See, you taking that because it's like you don't even want to hear what I got to say.
If you're not making sense, then yeah.
But the thing is that first of all, we're very emotional creatures. We are like this battery that it just got to keep going and going and going and going. Not in a sense of disrespect, but the thing is that we feel like we don't get our point across, and that's why we just keep going. And you know, it's kind of crazy because it's very immature.
See. So what they do sometimes is try to hold you in contempt. Matter of fact, that could be the word of the day: contempt. If you look it up, contempt means when you look at someone or something that they're beneath you, that they're worthless. You know, you've heard that. Y'all watch the judge shows, Judge Judy, People's Court, Judge Faith, right? You heard it sometimes they say, I will hold you in contempt. That means you're being disrespectful to the court. So when you say that to a person, you trying to be in contempt. That means, yo, you acting like I'm beneath you. Like you said, trying to talk over me, trying to talk louder than me. When it's like, yo, knock it off, man. I'm talking. And look, the whole point of a conversation or conversion, you know, if you look it up, it means when two or more people are having a dialogue. But if I'm talking and you talking over me, talking louder than me, it's no longer a conversation. We argue now. Or if you're talking and I'm getting louder than you, it's contempt. It's disrespectful.
Exactly. But the thing is that people don't even realize. Like, for example, when you're trying to get your point across and you're yelling, you still you don't get your point across. You don't get the solutions.
Oh.
You still keep going on and on for what? It's called maturity. I think it's when people be able to sit down and control themselves, because we have this. It's like we're pumping ourselves in a sense where it's like we're so agitated that it's like we can't control ourselves.
Can't control. Well, that reminds me of an old statement that says, any person that cannot control their words is a person that can't control their actions. Therefore, they're not worthy of respect. What do you think about that?
That's well said.
Yeah, I know. But see, well even said. Also her saying that, it makes me think about this. Well, I'm gonna read this verbatim out of one of my favorite books, because this is what a lot of people do. When you're getting into a debate, a conversation, an argument, and you're being in contempt with one another, it's like you talking over me, I'm talking over you. The disrespect is there, and a lot of people, they listen only to be reactive. They're not listening to be understanding of the other person. It's like, yo, you're just trying to be reactive. So watch this. And it's going to say that too. And if I can find it. Let's see if I can find that real quick. All right, here you go. I'm going to read this verbatim. It is always our first instinct to react, to meet aggression with some other form of aggression. But the next time someone pushes you and you find yourself starting to react, try this. Do not resist to fight back, but yield, turn the other cheek and bend. You will find that this often neutralizes their behavior. They expected, even wanted you to react with force. And so they are caught off guard and confronted by your lack of resistance. By yielding, you in fact control the situation, because your surrender is part of a larger plan to lull them in believing they have defeated you. See, so it goes back to, like I said, a lot of us are guilty of that. We listen to be reactive opposed to listen to be understanding, and it won't keep going on with an argument.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that sometimes we feel like we're not being
A woman ain't being.
listen. It's you're not hearing us,
See,
or you're not understanding where I'm coming from.
we stupid now, right?
Sometimes
See,
I
when
do.
we call them
no,
stupid, they
some-
get
no,
upset.
Sometimes I do act that way. I feel that way. I feel
don't
like
care how
over
you
there
feel.
that you're not understanding, or I didn't like what you just said at the moment, so I retaliate.
See?
But it's just
An
part of,
action.
but that's just part of being human. I think all humans are actually
But
respond that
What does it
way.
say in the book? It is always our first instinct to react. Because you didn't like what somebody said. Now you being reacted. No,
But it
listen,
is
listen to
true.
be understanding.
I didn't like I didn't like the way you came out saying something.
And now you being
Or- and
reactive
that-
opposed to understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
So that's why sometimes I act the way I act. It's
See?
not like what
It's getting, I don't know, we messed up, it's getting rainy out here. All right, so to go back to this statement, because we got caught in the rain, y'all, so that we had to bring it inside to finish it. But like you said, I said, see, some people, they listen to be reactive instead of listening to be understanding. And you said you didn't like what someone said.
Exactly. I didn't like the way you came out saying it.
Uh-huh.
The way you came out saying it, it makes a person react. And that's why there was times where I actually react and what you're saying. And now I'm fuming. Because the thing is that you say it in such an offensive way. That's how I see it.
Uh-huh.
That a lot of us females, we get hurt too, just like we get hurt, just like men get hurt as well. It goes both ways, and that's why we retaliate.
I agree, but now you just made me think off track. Now you said like men got feelings too. See, a lot of times women act like men don't have feelings. You know how many times a man will go as far as apologizing for something he's not even wrong about.
But even that, babe, that's a really false statement in some cases.
What?
In some cases, it's false, because we do care about our loved ones, their feelings, just like we want them to care about our feelings.
I'm gonna prove it to you. I got a board for her for this one. Watch this. This is a woman right here. This is a man. This how it goes when a man is apologizing. This how it goes. If a man may be apologizing, a lot of times we apologize for stuff we ain't even guilty of. It's just that we don't want to keep arguing and stuff. This is a man. Some of y'all probably see, this is how men are. We apologize. We see me and our women are arguing and things are not good. So a man will go, you know what, babe, I'm sorry about what we argued about. You know what, babe? Go kiss her, go hug her, whatever, buy flowers, roses. Babe, I'm really sorry for what I did or what I said. I am totally sorry. I want to be happy again. That's us. That's us. Now, here's a woman. Even when she knows she's wrong about something. This is a woman. All right, is she going to apologize? Well, first of all, let me tell you what happened. Because, see, you pissed me off that time and you said this here. And then, and then how about the time, you got to understand. I've been going through a lot. And I ain't like the way you got loud. And then you got all aggressive with me. And then you act like you was going to hit me. And then all this and that. And then I just want to say, and then how about the time this didn't happen. And then all over here. And then, and then, okay, all right then, you hungry.
No.
All right, let me just get you something to eat, or you know what? All right, we ain't got to keep going on, but the apology never happens. The apology never happens on their end.
But you're wrong, babe.
Oh,
You're
boy.
wrong. We know how to be apologetic. We know how to be
I remember that.
apologetic. We know that.
Remember that? Somebody blind, you got it.
No, we know how to be apologetic, just like men. Yeah, it might take us a little time to forgive or to accept ways, but we're just like we just different. We just got our how you call it? We are just a little bit more different than you guys. The different way of just trying to look at things.
Now, keep speaking on that. It's like this is where we have difference of opinion sometimes, because I don't apologize to this joker so many times she was wrong about something. I don't want us to still be bickering at each other. I just apologize and make it better. And she still be with this. No, like you want to still keep arguing. Like I'm like, this don't even make sense.
It has to be, in order for me to act that way, babe, it has to be something huge.
Yeah.
Huge that I keep saying things over and over and over.
It'd be funny to me. That's what really makes her mad. She'd be keep going, right? So I start laughing. And then that really pissed off. She's like, see, so you know what? You take me for a joke. You take me for a joke. And I'm like, nah, I ain't taking for a joke. It's just that this is funny. You still going on and on. And it's funny to me. And say, see, you ain't taking me serious. You ain't taking me serious.
Once you start giving us some type of feeling of men, start giving a woman some type of feeling like we
and
can't
content. Let's go back with the word.
Defend ourselves, then obviously,
disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Content.
Then obviously we're gonna be acting the way we do. But it doesn't become offensive or disrespect. And we always sit down. We could talk about it.
Yeah, so it goes back to like I said, the word of the day, content. You know, to be in disrespect. Like I said, you hear them in a court of law. They say, "I will hold you in contempt," meaning you're being disrespectful to the court. And in a relationship, other person, let's say a woman, may feel like her husband, her man, her boyfriend is not listening. He's being content towards her. So it's like you're being disrespectful. You acting like I'm beneath you. You don't want to hear nothing I gotta say, or anything I gotta say is not worthy. Content. But that's why I go back to that statement where I said, a person that cannot control his words is a person that cannot control their actions, and therefore is not worthy of respect. Now here's another thing about conversation between two people. Like I said, it could be your family member, someone you in a relationship with at your job. Your tongue. I love this statement. It says, the human tongue, and I've used this before in our other video called Gossip. Check that video out. I definitely used it before, so I'm going to use it again. The human tongue is a beast that strains to get out of its cage. And if you're not careful, it will cause you a lot of grief and harm later with the things that come out of your mouth. So be careful. Always think before you say something, because like the old saying goes, no one can hurt you more than your own family or someone that loves you. See, they know what buttons to push. You know, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that. Oh, yeah, this going to get them. You know, you just want to piss that person off. They want to piss you off. And you say, so, oh, yeah? What? What? All right. Okay. All right, you know what? All that nonsense. So you know what buttons to push with the person. You really get them riled up at times.
It is true, babe. You cannot, you forget that when you get so fumed up, you get pumped up. Because that's what happens when you're mad. You forget that within that, you become offensive. And now after being offended, you start hurting someone.
Oh, that's funny. Here goes a statement. That statement right, look. Such is the fate of him who opens his mouth too much and thereby puts himself at the mercy of the listener. You know, you keep running your mouth, you're going to say some offensive stuff to the person you're supposed to be having a conversation between. Conversation is dialogue between two or more people. But if I'm talking, you're talking over me, or I'm talking, you're louder than me, and vice versa, it's disrespectful. I'm going to eventually say something that's going to offend you, and now it's going to get worse.
But you know what's very comical about this whole thing? Because sometimes things can get very, very serious, and very dangerous too. Because if you've got people that, after having a really huge argument and very ugly, they kill that person.
Whoa, now you're going severe. You're right. It's unfortunate. We've read stories like that.
Yeah, that's why it's important to learn to control yourself.
I like that statement. I said that touches on it. It said, a person that can't control their words is a person that can't control their actions. And that is a person that's not worthy of respect.
Exactly. And now to turn it into something comical, you got this person right here, whether it could be your friend or whatever, and they see you arguing with your spouse or whatever, and then you know what's gonna happen? That person's gonna say, a person that don't have anybody in their life, they say, I don't think I'm gonna have a relationship.
I show her a cartoon.
Anybody.
I show her a cartoon like that. It was the hilarious thing. The dude, he called his boy to come pick him up. They supposed to go somewhere. And his boy pulled up in the car. It's one of them stick cartoons. It was so funny about trying to talk over me. And while his boy pulled up in the car, He looked out the window to see, oh, his boy, he was getting ready to come outside. But then all of a sudden, he heard a bunch of yelling. And this was his boy on the phone with his girlfriend. And the dude up in the house said, sometimes I be thinking about having a girlfriend. But then I see my friend outside in the car arguing with his girlfriend. And I be like, nah. Because what he seen and heard was his boy on the phone with his girlfriend. It was just like this. The guy was like, what? Yo, nah, forget that. Yo, hold on a second. Yo, let me talk. Yo, can I finish? Why you trying to talk over me? Yo, stop trying to talk over me. I'm telling you. Yo, I'm telling you, you better be lucky I ain't dead. Yo, can I finish? Yo, let me finish. Damn, let me finish. And yo, old boy was up in the house like, nah, I don't want no girlfriend, man. I gotta be going through all that. That was funny.
But even that, you can have two people that really even once had a close relationship, like you bonding with your family, your parents, your grandparents, your sisters, your brothers, and it can become pretty ugly. So just to even sit down and say, you know what, okay, you can start talking, make your point across, and then you listen to me, what I have to say.
Key point she just said, what we've been saying the whole time, to converse, to conversate, is dialogue between two or more people. But it's exactly what you said. How is it a conversation if she's talking and I'm trying to talk over her? She's talking and I'm getting louder than her. It's like, come on, man, now you're getting worse. Like you said, with brothers and sisters, family members. This happens too. It's no longer a conversation if you're going to keep trying to get loud and talk over me and you act like you don't notice what you're doing. It's disrespectful. You're being very contempt towards this conversation.
Exactly. And the thing is that when we realize, when we sit back and we think about things, we say, damn, we would have just have a really simple, mature conversation, but we turn this into a worse situation. Shame, you know what? Shame on all of us.
You're right. It should have been a simple conversation.
But you know, sometimes, babe, we're not perfect. Sometimes we can't help ourselves. We just, sometimes we say, you know, this talking to someone it's very mature. But sometimes we just get out of hand and we get all hyped up and pumped up.
Some people, all they understand is aggression. Watch this. I'm going to give you a personal story. Now, this is real personal. I probably shouldn't be putting it out there, but man, this happened so long ago. This one I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
Watch this. Tell me this. All some people understand is a smack, a punch in the mouth. This was my brother, my oldest brother. He that type. He always trying to control something. Like I said, I was about 6 years old. This is exactly how this went down. We lived in my uncle's house after my mother passed away, whatever. So on this early morning, my oldest sister, she gets up. Now remember, it's me, Jumba, Jenna, all in the house, and then it's my cousin Pretty and Linda and Lisa had moved. So it's 5 kids in the house. My sister gets up early in the morning before anybody. She go gets the ironing board. She sets it up in the kitchen. She go gets the iron. She fills it up with water, and then she sits it down to get hot. She goes in the bedroom to go get her clothes. When she walks back in the kitchen, my oldest brother, Jenna, he comes in there and start ironing his clothes. And then right away, now it's early in the morning before school, right away, she go, what are you doing? I just put the iron up and everything. And then he go, yo, get out of here, yo, I'm just iron my stuff real quick. And she said, no, but I'm the one that put that together. You ain't put no water in the iron. You ain't set the ironing board up. And then I hear my uncle and other, hey, y'all cut out all the noise in there. And then he's like, yo, then my sister go to grab the iron. Here go my brother. Yo, get out of here, yo. Get out of here, yo. I'm going to iron my stuff real quick, yo. And then she's like, no, but I'm the one that put that together. And then she yells. She said, Uncle Billy, yo, he ain't here trying to take over stuff. No lie. This is exactly what happened. All I heard was the bed move from my uncle's bed, and then I heard footsteps. Now, this may seem foul or wrong. After the footsteps, all I heard was, and then I heard footsteps go back to the bed, get in the bed. And then my brother came in the room crying, talking about, yo, man, I'm moving, man. I'm going back downtown. Man, this guy gonna punch me, man. Man, he gonna put his hands on me. But even as a kid, I knew it's people like my brother you can't have a conversation with. All he understands is a punch in the mouth. You see what I'm saying? And that's foul to say that. But this is how some people are. No matter how much you try to have a civil, mature conversation, they gonna get a lot. And my brother is that he's a key component of that type of person. He gonna get louder and louder and be like, yo, you know you talking about, yo, you know you talking about, yo, you. It's like, yo, see, you just because you're loud does not make you right. That's the point I'm getting with this story. And you got a lot of people like that. So let me say it one more time. Just because you're getting loud does not make you correct.
That's so true. And along with what you just said, just because you're loud, you're not going to win the argument.
Exactly.
You're not going to win the argument. But you know what? Mature people actually realize, to look in a different direction, try to work in a different direction. But when you're immature, especially when you're young, and you don't know much. You don't know any better. So now when you get older, you should know better.
You should know better.
Yeah. So my thing is that when you argue, when we both have an argument, we need to control ourselves.
Yeah.
I need to control myself at times.
Yeah, I agree as well. Because I think the biggest thing that gets to my wife when we argue is that I start laughing.
But who asked for perfection?
Yeah, that's the thing that drives her crazy. Because watch this, folks. She get mad because I'm laughing. But here's the point. No matter what she say and all that she say, I can repeat every last word.
Yeah, but you're not taking. I feel like you're not taking me serious.
How can I not be taking her serious?
When someone is
watch this.
When can
I talk? Can I talk? Can I finish? Can I finish? Now watch this. Watch this. Can I talk? Can I talk? Yo, how is this that I'm not taking her serious? I can repeat every last word. I bet you a lot of men, y'all know what I'm talking about. I can repeat every word that she said. But she mad because I'm laughing. But now let's put the shoe on the other foot. When I'm talking, then I ask her, what did I say? She go, wait, could you repeat it again? No. So who's really being disrespectful? Because they'll get mad at me because I'm laughing. I'm paying you 100% attention. You just mad because I'm laughing.
No, you're losing. You see, you're losing a key point right there. Yeah, you're laughing.
But I know everything you said.
Yeah,
but then you say to me, oh, could you repeat yourself?
Yeah.
That tell me you was never listening when I was talking.
Yeah, but if you say you're listening, but is you actually doing what I actually expect you to do?
I'm gonna get to right now. We're talking about.
When he doesn't get to do what I asked him to do in a respectful way, then when he laughs, that becomes disrespectful. You want to
y'all remember this, right?
You want to become disrespect? That's being disrespectful.
Content.
Yeah, because you're just laughing, but you're not.
But I can repeat every word that you said.
But you're not putting an act on it.
Okay, when we finish with the dialogue, then I'm gonna go do what you said. But let me tell you go do what I said. She's like, could you repeat it again?
No.
That means you wasn't listening to a damn thing I was saying.
Babe, that's why there's times where it's like we find ourselves arguing and I get mad because I find myself repeating myself 100 times. You expect to repeat yourself with a little 5-year-old kid, but not a grown-ass man.
See, you making it up now.
No,
making it up.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm gonna do it like your homeboy. You know you're my duck, right? You making it up. You making it up now.
When you repeat
how am I gonna
yourself.
do what you asked me to do if we're talking at the time? I'm just letting you know I heard everything you said. Now let me go do it. Now watch this. Then I go do what she asked, or I stop leaving my sneakers in the room or whatever, right? Then you know what she said? Don't do it now, because you being phony. What? Yo, so I'm dead if I do, dead if I don't. So you're mad because I left him in the living room. So now I go pick him up and you say don't do it because I'm only being phony.
Okay, if it makes you any better, feel any better, yeah, I guess you're right. If it makes you feel any better.
Watch this. I'm gonna give you another one. Like I said, people on the job. I remember one day I was working at this job back in the day, Airborne Express, before they turned to DHL. We was all in the letter sort, doing the letters and all that before we go on the road, right? And we all talking, but we working at the same time, right? Look what the management did, because, they was always trying to get me fired. It must have been word with the management where it's like, yeah, Spinks, he a firecracker, man. He ready to pop. That's when I was much younger, you know what I'm saying? You mature, you realize you don't let people get up on your skin like that. So anyway, not the management, not the supervisor. The boss came out, the big boss came out, because all these dumb supervisors, right? While I'm doing the letter sort, putting the letters in, right? Like, yeah, man, Carmine, blah, 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 yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, man, I never stopped working. I'm still working, and I'm talking, right? Look what the boss do. He does this. He walks up right behind me and goes like this. hey, Spence, come here. I'm some little doggy, right? And I turned around, I was like, what? Yeah, what's up? He said, no, come here. We get over to the side, he's loud. He go, hey, listen, you guys are doing a lot of talking and it's slowing down work production. You guys need to pick up the pace and we need to get up out of here. You know, you guys are doing this every day. You're doing a lot of talk. You're doing a lot of talking around here. You know, pick up the pace. See, he was looking for confrontation. Remember the statement I said earlier? A lot of times we listen to be reactive. But if you meet aggression with aggression, you know, it's never going to be nothing positive out of that. So when he said all of that to me, this when I got a little older and more mature, I realized where he was going with this. I'm not a mouse going to fall for the cheese. See, he wanted me to fall for the cheese, but I wasn't going to fall for the cheese. You know what I'm saying? So when he said all that, of course, I was a little pissed, and I was like, and I caught myself. The maturity kicked in. I said,
that's cool.
I said, you know what, Mark, you're absolutely right, man. Mm-hmm. You know, let me get back over to this letter sort so I can pick it up so we can get up out of this place, man, because we need to get on the road. Yo, I swear I'm not making up. When I said that to him, the boss went just like, he was like, and I walked off, and I went back to work, and I started picking up. Yo, he was lost. He was looking for aggression with aggression, but I didn't give it to him. See, he was trying, first of all, when he took me to the side, he was talking loud. So like the title of the video, stop trying to talk over me. He's talking loud, and I went to say something, talking over me, and then he was looking for aggression, and I didn't give it to him. See, I neutralized it by not giving it to him.
Right. That's a good one, Pa.
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
that was another one. I read that whole part where I said, when you do this, what did I say right here? Say, but when you yield and turn the other cheek and bend, you will find that this often neutralizes the behavior of the expected person that wanted aggression. You neutralize it. And that's what I did. I was like, I'm not falling for the cheese. You know what I'm saying? You want me to fall for the cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in the whole of all this conversation, all of the conversation, Papito, that's what it needs to be. We need to control ourselves.
Okay, how about this? Because I had a buddy back in the day. It wasn't that he was getting loud. He just had a bad habit of cutting anybody off when they talking. Yeah. Now you got people that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yo, dude, don't you see somebody talking? You just talking over them like it's very contempt. It's disrespectful. You acting like what they got to say is not worthy. And like I said, in the court of law, they will hold you in contempt. It's like, yo, you do not disrespect the court. You hear the judge say that something. You hear me talking? I'm talking. Do not talk over me.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, come on. I had a buddy that used to do that. I used to watch him do it to other people. He did it to me. He did it to so many people. And then eventually one day, after holding it in so many times, one day I just said, yo, man, what the heck is up with you, man? Every time somebody talking, I notice you just talk right over them like as if your word is so much more important than what they got to say. Mm-hmm. And I swear, to this day, he thanks me about it because he said, yo, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I didn't realize I had that bad habit, but you're absolutely right. I was doing that to a lot of people. And it wasn't like I didn't care for them. It's just that I didn't realize I was that bad at it. That's why you should hold your friends and family that mean something to you, hold them accountable because this makes them better. You don't just keep allowing it to happen. Hold them accountable. They really might not realize what they're doing. But then you bring it to their attention. If there's some respect there, it makes them go, yo, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Made me a better person.
That is true. A lot of people build a lot of bad habits. And they need somebody to guide them, let them know what they're doing wrong. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's not about bad habits. Yeah. Sometimes it's just people cannot control themselves. True. And it's like, they're making it seem like what you're saying is not important. Yeah. And yeah, babe, you know, everything that when we argue, you are important. You actually.
Well, thank you.
You do.
And I'm always right. I am always right.
No.
I am always right. Look, what did old boy say in the movie? I'm
smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
I'm smart, you're stupid.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Y'all remember that? That was Danny DeVito. That was a funny movie. Matilda. That was funny, yo.
Yeah, but sometimes, and you know what's even more sad? When a person, for years and years and years, they carry on that bad habit. Yeah. And no one told them put it on time to let them know, look, you got to cut that out. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when they are in a relationship, sometimes it breaks because of that bad habit.
Yeah, who likes to be disrespected? So I agree with you 100%. Nobody want to be disrespected. Mm-hmm. So it's make people accountable. and help build them up opposed to tearing them down. It's easy to tear people down. Just like it's easy to put negative nonsense out here. But you put positive stuff out here, it gives people time to think. Make cognitive thinking. Because, man, you put a positive message out there opposed to some negative nonsense.
Exactly. And on top of that, do you know what's even more sad? Is that when two people are arguing and a person is getting more louder, they hear things. They hear things that a person, they think they're saying, you said you were going to, and then the other person said, I never said that.
Exactly.
I never said that. But the person is so mad
Exactly.
with
That's
the
a good
other
one.
person that they realize, yeah, and they have it.
Put words in your mouth.
Yes.
You're like, no, I did not say that. You did too say that. You're like, no, I did not say that.
Exactly. and put the fire gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we need to control ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to control ourselves and say, instead of just arguing, let's just have a grown-up conversation. Let's make it a good habit. But it's easier said than done, babe. It's easier said than done. You can say all these things.
She took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, in closing, that's what I would say to anyone. Tell people, let's have a grown-up, mature conversation. But it's hard to do that when you're dealing with an adult that's acting like a child. So, but even still, if it's someone that has some level of respect, try to really instill it in them. Listen, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want you to disrespect me. Let's really try to have a grown-up conversation. I tell you what, why don't we talk about this, continue. How about you go first?
When we're actually
When we
calming down.
how about you go first? I promise you, I won't say a word. I'm only gonna listen. But when you finish, I want to talk and I want you to listen to me without interrupting. Could we do that? And then we come to a conclusion that helps both of us.
Because I tell you this much, we have so many years to being together, but we're still learning.
Mm-hmm.
I think we still, when we get older and older, we learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna let y'all go. So remember, work it out. Brother gonna work it out. Brother gonna work it out. Brother gonna work it out.